Hello everyone, welcome back to Gunning for the Top, my save with Arsenal. And on today's episode we have a Premier League game and an FA Cup game. Who we playing in the FA Cup we'll find out in just one moment, but we have lots going on. We have injuries, we have players wanting to leave, we've got no money to spend in the window. It's just a bit of a mess. It really is. But here's the draw for the fourth round of the FA Cup. Who are we going to play? You're about to find out. And so you join us for the fourth round draw for the FA Cup. Having beaten Burton Albion in the last round, we are in the draw with a lot of others as well. So let's get underway and see who we are likely to play. Queen's Park Rangers will be playing Liverpool. Arsenal, we're out very soon, will play. It's going to make us wait to find out who we're playing. Playing Chelsea, not quite sure what happened there. And there is the rest of the draw. Any other duties in there? Let's have a look. Bristol City playing Wigan. Tottenham are playing Exeter City. Manchester City away to Bournemouth. All Premier League tie there. Brighton playing Leicester. Southampton, Fulham. And Leeds, Wolves. A few Premier League ties there. Going to knock a few more Premier League sides out. So that's how it's panned out. So there you go. Chelsea are the team that we are going to play in the fourth round of the FA Cup. And so it is. On to today's episode. Hello and welcome to episode 30 of Gunning for the Top. My name's Mark, and if you've enjoyed the series so far, then why not subscribe, and then you'll know what's coming up, when episodes are coming up, and when new series are coming out, and so on and so forth. On today's episode, we have games against Manchester City in the Premier League, and Chelsea, as you've just seen, the draw for the fourth round of the FA Cup. In the FA Cup, we were originally going to have Manchester City and Liverpool, but a bit of a dilemma whether to have the fourth round game against Chelsea, but the Liverpool game got moved for other reasons a bit further down in the schedule, so we decided that we would have Manchester City and Chelsea. Since you were last with us, we have played a bunch of games. We did have that big 6-week hiatus in the middle, which was for the World Cup in Qatar. Couldn't remember where it was from, where it was for a while. So that was the gap between the Burnley game, which you saw on the last episode, and since then we've played 4 games. We've played Wolves in the Premier League, beating them 4-1. Enrique, Harling, Kolowski and Pepe from the penalty spot, and Pepe since that penalty has missed 2 sitters off the penalty spot. He really has missed those. Third round of the FA Cup, goals from Harling and Sancho saw off Burton Albion. They did play a very spirited game, needless to say, but they will have got some money from their full gate, 7,000 for that match. An 8-1 trouncing of Newcastle. Erling Haaland scoring 4 in that game. Enrique, Kessie, Kolowski and Reece Nelson, the scorers in that particular game. And if you're interested in Newcastle, then go and have a look at my To Be a Legend series, link in the top here, because we are playing Newcastle in the next episode. I think it's the next episode. It will be, I think. I'm not sure, but anyway, we will be playing Newcastle in the Carabao Cup in that particular series, so look out for that one. And then we played Fulham and beat them 3-0. Haaland on the score sheet again after 24 minutes. Pierre-Emerick bang after 67, and also a penalty from him after 89. But there was a little bit of a down on that story because Haaland has injured himself. Let's go to the medical centre because you will see we have a raft of injuries. Pepe, Maitland-Niles and Kessie all coming back from injury, but Elney, Haaland and Lacazette a long-term injury. He'll be back in about 10 days now, so he's coming back. But Haaland is out for about 3 weeks and Elney out for 4 weeks, both with twisted ankles. I think Elney did it in training, whereas Haaland actually did it during the match, which was a huge disappointment. And he has been on real scoring form because, as you will see from this, he has actually scored 24 goals in the Premier League so far, 10 in the Champions League, 1 in the FA Cup. He's scored 35 goals so far this season and has an average rating of 7.96. That is going some. So a worthwhile signing there. He's really probably making the difference for us, albeit he didn't make it in the Carabao Cup. There you go. So that's what's been going on in our matches to date. In the transfer market, I did say there was stuff going on because we are now in the January transfer window. I don't think there's actually been a great deal going on. Nobody coming in. We have no money. We're in a little bit of a state, so to speak. Right, having gone out, Rob Holding has gone out to Porto on loan. He's gone out and for the rest of the season, basically. Tyrese John Jules, he's gone to Burnley for 67,000 loan. He's on loan until the end of the season. And Granit Xhaka has agreed a deal. I'm not sure if it's with Porto or Florentina. Let's have a look. Roma, actually. He has agreed. That's a permanent move, which will happen in July. He's going to Roma. Pretty much not getting a lot of game time with us, so he's decided to have a move, and Roma have come in for him. So he's done that deal on an end of contract deal. As I say, nothing coming in financially. We are in a little bit of trouble. We are still a couple of £100 over wage budget. Now, there's another story here. We have actually been chipping away at it with the loan moves and stuff. We did get that down quite well. Not all the way, but we did get it down until we then discovered that we had to agree a new contract with, I think it was Gabriel, and in agreeing that contract, that has bounced that back up again. And also Guerrero, he's having a real hissy fit. He wants to agree, and I'm suspecting he wants to agree a huge deal as well, which is really going to impact that if we're not careful. And they've slashed our transfer budget. We did have 34,000, but they've borrowed it from there and poked it in, well, wherever, into the coffers, so to speak. So we're in a little bit of trouble. We're 10 million in debt at the moment as it stands. Right, without any more to do, I think it's time we go through to our first match, which is against Manchester City. Let me just check home and aways and all the rest of it. We are home for both these games. Home against Manchester City, home against Chelsea. Did say that what we would do is we would check. So recent form against Manchester City. Well, we haven't lost to them. We drew at their place twice. We've won the 2 games that we've had at our place, and we've beaten them once at their place as well, and that was this season. So at the moment we're okay. One other footnote is they have signed Tammy Abraham from Chelsea, so there you go. And then we'll quickly look and see how we've got on recently against Chelsea as well. Played lots of games against Chelsea. Again, we haven't lost to them. recent form in the Caribou Cup, we had a 3-1 win at home, and we beat them 5-2 in the Premier League. So I'm not I'm not saying, because we've got a few injuries, so we'll see how we go. Anyway, let's go through to that first game against Manchester City. Well, I had realised that I hadn't shown you the league table in my roundup of how we'd done since you were last with us. So I will show you this screen because we are on the late game today against Manchester City, and all the other teams have played in front of us, including Liverpool and Tottenham, who I say Tottenham, I can't say, yes, Tottenham as well. And they've all played, which means that we have a game in hand over Liverpool, 2 games in hand over Tottenham, 1 against Chelsea, 2 against Manchester United, etc., etc. Anyway, the point of my verbal outburst is the fact that we are 3 points clear of Liverpool now, who have played a game more than us. They drew 2-2 with Chelsea today. And it does mean that if we can beat Manchester City, we will go 6 points clear of Liverpool in second place, and 6 point clear of Tottenham in third place, with a game in hand over Tottenham as well. So it means we will begin to see a little bit of daylight at the top of the table here as we close in. I think we're pretty much 1 game away from halfway in the season, so that is all very promising, I think. Right, so without any more to do, just going to pause for a second. I will come back with the team that we're going to play against Manchester City. And this is the team: Donnarumma in goal, Guerrero, Luis Philippe, who's been suspended and has come back, Jimenez and Kimmich are our defensive line, Enrique and Kessie in central midfield, with Nelson, Sancho in that middle slot, and Kowalski moving out to the right. That allows Pepe to come in as our attacker in the event that Haaland isn't available, which he isn't because of injury. That's not the word I was going to lose. I seem to be lost for words today. I don't know what's the matter with me. On the bench, we have Leno, Gabriel, Partey, Aubameyang, Bellerin, Maitland-Niles and Willen as our bench. And just realised, Aubameyang is our attacking substitute there. So that is the team. I presume Sancho can play. Yes, he can play central. Okay. Waited on a promise. Disappointing on how teammates' promises going. Right, so there's a couple of people that have got grumpy on because Guerrero hasn't been offered a contract. He has been offered a contract. He's been offered a contract by our director of football, which he turned down, and then had a grump on because he hadn't been offered a contract. I've gone in to offer him a contract. He basically wants something really, really stupid at the outset, before we even get past it, and the agent has turned around and said, I'm not prepared to talk to you. And then he's having a grump now because we won't offer him a contract. We have tried. The first one he turned down, probably because his demands were too high. And then when I've tried, he's done a very similar thing, and he's yeah. So all in all, we're not having a good time with Guerrero, which is a shame because he is a very important person in our attack and way forward. Right, it's Grubjashol pundits, you remember backing you up. Go out there and carry straight on where you left off last match. Second round. Right, so at least we're at home. As you'll see, we have won our last 5 games at home. Well, not all at home, but last 5 games, and so have Manchester City. Something has to give, as they say. And there is the league table we've already mentioned. Manchester City have played 16 games as well, have 34 points. And the game underway. We have a throw in. Kimmich to Kowalski. Kessie on a bit of a run. Is he going to have a shot? A tame pass in the end to the goalkeeper. Donnarumma to Jimenez. Back to Donnarumma. To Ramos, who fires it out looking for Kimmich, who he's found. Kimmich on a bit of a run. Being chased down that wing. Kowalski to Pepe. Pepe's gone too far. But he's pushed it back into Sancho. And Jadon Sancho gets the first goal. 10 minutes gone. And his 5th goal of the season. Lovely run down that wing by Kimmich. Who was chasing him, by the way? Oh, De Bruyne. Ball into the area. Pepe, I think he overrun it very slightly. Or it was a bit hard and he had to run onto it. But managed to hold it up. And Sancho coming in behind him. And he's popped it in the back of the net. So not a lot happening. I would have thought on paper it's fairly even match by the looks of it. Kimmich heads it out to Kowalski. Kowalski didn't quite get there. Who's this out here? Chilwell. He got the better of Kowalski. Guerrero heads it clear to Pepe, who's coming back into midfield. Guerrero to Ramos. Ramos hits it upfield, but didn't find anybody of any importance. And Manchester City try and look for a way through, and they've got through. De Bruyne, but in trying to pass it, didn't get there. Pepe comes off best out of that little skirmish and fires one across the front of goal, just wide of the right upright. Guerrero now with a throw in to Sancho. Sancho to Enrique. Enrique looks for Kimmich. Kimmich crosses in and it's a headed goal from Nicolas Pepe. His 8th goal of the season. 2-0. 40 minutes gone. And I think we can say we've got control of this match. And only our lack of whatever can let them back in now. Lovely headed goal by Pepe. Lovely cross by Kimmich, to be fair. And Bellerin complains and wonders why he's not in the side. Well, I know Bellerin was good, but I think Kimmich is a huge upgrade. Huge. And stats-wise, shots on target, fairly even. Slight edge on XG. They do have that bit more possession, but we have converted those couple of chances that gives us the slight edge going into the second half. Please with your performance, keep it up. Anybody slacking? Not as I can see. Well, Reece Nelson's not having a particularly good game. Let's see if we can. Not happy with your performance. Just G him up a little bit. And so we start the second half. They have a throw in on the far side. Kowalski heads it clear, but only as far as a Manchester City player, and they come forward. Abraham, first time we've seen him with a touch of the ball, but Enrique heads it clear to Pepe. Pepe to Nelson. Now we're having a counter attack. Crosses it back in. Sancho picks it up in midfield. He's tackled and loses the ball. Carrera to Abraham, and Abraham fires it over the top. You'd have probably expected Abraham to bury that and put them back in the game. He hasn't done so. Manchester City having the edge now. Shots and on targets. As they come out from the back. And looking to build an attack here. They've got it out to Everton. Guerrero into Abraham, and Donnarumma is equal to him on this occasion. Didn't see him at all in the first half. This second half, he's getting, as they get back in the game, he's getting back in the game. Headed clear. Guerrero to Nelson, and the highlight ends. We're going to go back and see what happened here. Lovely through ball to Abraham, but Donnarumma, quality goalkeeping from him. They've gone to 2 up front now, looking to try and get their foot back in the door. Abraham loses out on that occasion, and Pepe chases it all the way back down the pitch. We need to win this ball back. Foden to Hasty. Was it Hajish? Crossed in. Jimenez clears. And Sancho on the break. He has Pepe in front of him. He's got it to Pepe. Pepe, one touch. 3-0. And no, the referee's cancelled it out. And it will be cancelled out. Because, to be fair, I'm not, as I keep saying, I'm not seeing one of those given yet. So, still 2-0. Henrique. Back to Guerrero. Guerrero to Henrique. Henrique crosses it in, but it's headed clear by Chilwell, and they break now. Abraham on the end of it, and that's pushed back by, I'm not quite sure who that was actually, but he's got a booking. We need to check that one out in a minute. Nelson on a run, and Nelson, can he put this away? No. Sancho had a second bite of the cherry and didn't get it. Lovely clearance out, lovely run by Nelson, and he completely outrun Ruben. And Ruben just playing catch up all the time there, and just blocked, as it was by Laporte, who come in to make a definite. It's Kessie that's picked up a yellow card. I need to give him a warning. Calm down. Right, is it time to make a change? Who's not performing? Reece Nelson isn't having a good time out there, so it may be a time to bring a bang on. We have him on the bench. So, I think Nelson, we can bring on a bang. And who else isn't really having a good? Sancho is having a good game. Kowalski's not playing particularly well out on the right side. We don't. Well, we do. We have Willen. Let's just take it a little bit further. Don't need to make any changes, rash changes that might let them back in. They are having the better of the game now, though. And Guerrero with the throw in to Sancho. Sancho on a run. Crosses it into Kessie. Kessie through to, and I think it was Pepe that went down in the penalty area. Nothing given, and Kessie had a second bite of the cherry which he didn't put away. Sancho now with the corner. It's headed clear, but Henrique will come out for it. Here we go. We'll see this again. Sancho through to Kessie. Kessie through to Pepe, who's tripped. But in doing so, the ball's released and Kessie was following it up, but only managed to pull off a... Right, 79 minutes gone. We have a number of changes here in the middle that... right, we're going to take Kowalski off because he's not playing particularly well. We'll bring Willen on that side. We can make one more change. As we don't have a central attacking midfield, we're not going to be able to take Sancho off. He's going to have to ride it out, and it's whether we take Kessie or Enrique off. Kessie's picked up a yellow card, so we'll take him off and bring on Thomas for him. That's all our changes. One thing we will do in a minute, should have done it before, and what we will do is we now go to balanced and try and see out this game. 3-0. I don't think we need to do any heroics. We don't need goal difference. for sure. And we have a free kick. Pepe with the free kick. Is he going to try one from here? He certainly is, and scores one from there. A 9th goal of the season. Wasn't hit particularly hard, but I'm guessing the way the goalkeeper didn't quite get across to it. We'll see it from a different angle. Lovely curl on the ball. I think the goalkeeper was expecting it possibly to go on the far side. By the time he realised it was coming on that near side, he was too late. 4-0 and game over. Sancho inside to Henrique, who puts number 5 away, and that'll. Yes, the thingy up here hadn't changed to 5, which bothered me slightly. There, Henrique's 6th of the season, and that's it. Game over. 5-0 against Manchester City. That's a fairly comprehensive win, and really, when you look at the stats, very much against the run of play as well. And £91 million Tammy Abraham hasn't had his chance to get on the score sheet yet. Might still have a chance. Foden with a run, and Donnarumma's not going to get beaten by that sort of ball. Full time comes. A 5-0 win, and as you'll see, they had 24 shots, 13 of which were on target. We had 15 shots, 11 on target. Ratios far better. They had a slightly better XG, better possession. Probably could say they had the better of the game, but 5 goals tells its story. And well done. That's a good win for us. And excellent stuff. Yep, day off. Next game comes up fairly quick, I think. And that's where we are. So, looking at the table now, we have daylight between us and Liverpool. We are 6 points clear of Liverpool. 6 points clear of Tottenham. Tottenham having played a game more than us. And then 10 points clear of Chelsea, who are in 4th as it currently stands. So, without any more to do, I think we'll go through and play our second game of the episode, which is an FA Cup 4th round match against Chelsea. And finally, here is the team that we are selecting against Chelsea. There's been lots of stuff going on in the background. Guerrero's turned another contract down, still having a grump about it, and various other things going on as well. Yeah. And Sancho has got flu, so he's not going to be playing in today's game. Anyway, the team that is playing: Donnarumma in goal, Guerrero, Luis Philip, Jimenez, Kimmich, our defensive line, Henrique and Kessie in central midfield, Nelson on the left of attacking midfield, Kowalski in the middle, Pepe on the right, and Bangamang starts up front. And on the bench we have Leno, Tierney, Partey, Smith Rowe, Gabriel, Saka and Willen for this one. Bangamang not 100% fit. I think we knew that anyway. And in this game you'll see Frank Lampard is still manager of Chelsea. Oh, clicked on the wrong thing there. Just go out there, relax and play your natural game. The result will come, I'm sure. Oops. Both teams come into this in good form. A very good team. Going to relish challenge, keeping the good form going. So here we go. Once again, 5 straight wins. They have lost 1 and drawn 1 in their last 5. We need to be up for this as much as we were against Manchester City, I think. And you'll see some of the other games have gone on. Liverpool beating Queen's Park Rangers 3-0, Manchester United 2-0 against Blackpool. Manchester City drawing 1-1 with Bournemouth. Guerrero with the throw into Kowalski. Kowalski back to Guerrero. Guerrero to Kessie. Kessie inside to Nelson. Abangmang has a blocked shot, but still got the ball. Kessie out wide to Kimmich. Kimmich with a cross in, but it's cleared. And Mount has a break. And has been tackled by Kessie, and Kessie's given away a penalty. And he will give it. Again, I've not seen those not given on review. And we go a goal behind after 21 minutes. Not what we wanted. Right, let's try and fire up the team. Half time comes and not a highlight in our favour. Is that thwarted team talk gonna come back and bite me? I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Pepe, he's not having a good game at all, is he? Ability Megarodos go out there and do it. Reece Nelson the same. So let's go and see if we can fire everybody up. All right, we're on positive. Let's go to attacking. Let's just see if that heats it up a little bit. We have a free kick though. First highlight, Kimmich to Pepe. Pepe to Kessie. If we can get a goal back, we'll be back in this, and it's through. Oh, Bang fired that straight at the goalie, and he's going to have another try. Henrique, well one back on the edge of the penalty area there. Henrique with the cross in, and it's a bang. Third goal of the season, levelling up. I was going to say, from his first one that was straight at the goalkeeper, if he was 100% match fit, that would have gone in without any doubt. But we won it back. Who was that actually won that back on the edge of the area there? I think it was Nelson. Good bit of work from him. And a bang with the cross from Henrique. So back on level terms, all to play for. They have a corner though, and the corner comes in, headed clear to Pepe. Pepe's going to run on with it. Not the paciest of people is Pepe, but he gets the cross in. Nelson crosses it to Kessie. Behind everybody, and Kowalski gets the goal. 2-1 now, and 7th goal of the season. Don't know who that was trying to make a tackle, but he was a million miles away from him. Nelson, not quite sure what was going on there, but anyway, Kessie managed to get it and put it into the path of Kowalski, who Kolosevsky, I think his name is Kolosevsky. I'll get it right one of these days, probably when he leaves us. No, I'm not going to take him off because he's got a yellow card. What are we talking about? Deary me. Right, they have a free kick, and we need to be cute to this. Henrique heads it clear. Mount has it on this side, and they still build in a bit of an attack. And oh, mistake! And he's got it in. He's got a goal back. In fact, not a goal back. He's got two back. So it's now 2-2. Oyarzabal. Mistake. Who made the mistake though? That was the tackle that didn't happen. Ramos missing, and he was in. Donnarumma came out for it, but quality showed. All square again. We have a throw in on that far side and a highlight, which means it must be up to something. Kimmich to Pepe. Pepe inside to Kessie, and Kessie, what a goal that was from Kessie. 66 minutes gone and we're 3-2. I notice Kessie has got a yellow card, so we're going to tell him to calm down while the replay's going on. Wonderful goal. And looks like it's time for us to make some changes. Let's sort it out. Enrique's tired. He's had a good game. Very good game. Enrique. We're going to bring Thomas on for him. Nelson's had a good game as well in the end. Certainly winning that ball back for one of those goals. Going to Smith Rowe on for him. And they will be our two changes just for now. And I think it's probably time for us to go back. Not that we can do it at the moment. To maybe a positive. Guess he's tired now, and so is Kowalski. With 82 minutes gone, with that 1-goal lead, I think we're going to try and hang on to it. We're going to have to make that one change, and I think it's going to be Kowalski's going to come off. Who have we got to come on for him? Willen can play in that middle of midfield there, so we're going to do that change. Not seen much of Willen in the side. And we're going to see the game out. As it turns out, we've pulled it off. 3-2 win. Skin of our teeth, but a wonderful goal to finish that off by Kessie. Done brilliantly to come back. I'm proud of you. Yep. Beating your bitter rivals must make it particularly pleasing. You can see that these games mean to the fans. What come back? See, we're always in a chance of a group of lads. Yeah. So there we are. 3-2. Bristol City beating Wigan 3-1 as well. That's an interesting scoreline there. And so, fourth round, receiver 194. Kessie inspires Arsenal win. We'll get around to do that. I'm not sure. I think with games being played on Sunday, presumably. I'm not quite sure when the draw for the next round is. Let's just quickly go through and just see if we not actually showing on here. Sometimes it'll tell you on the screen, but it's not going to on this case. Just going to click through one more time to see if anything happens. It'll probably be on the Monday. There's another cup game being played. Maybe we get that one out of the way. And then we might be able to see the draw. Blackburn winning that one against Luton. And right, I'm going to pause it for a second, see if we do get it. If not, we'll come back and find out what's going to be on the next episode. And it's not going to, so we will continue with what's coming up next. It obviously depends on the 5th round draw, which I guess will fall in here somewhere around about the middle of February. So for now, we will be looking to come back around about Tottenham Southampton, I think, is where we're looking. And then what we're planning on doing is coming back for the Bayern Munich second, the home leg We're not going to see both of them this time round. Not close enough together. Oh, the 5th round's down here actually. I've just noticed, not down here, it's here. So when it does play, it will be down here. Right. That might change the perspective a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I think possibly what we will end up with is an episode whereby, mind you, all these games are quite interesting, quite important. We'll see. We might have 2 episodes that are fairly close together there. We might have the Cup game and Chelsea again. I think the Liverpool game is the one that if we can beat Liverpool, I'm not sure. We'll work it out from there. But as it stands at the moment, coming back for around about Tottenham, Southampton, we'll see how the thing pans out in due course. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button to keep up to date with all future episodes of this and any new series that are released on this particular channel. New episodes of Gunning for the Top are currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And why not follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2 to keep up to date with this channel and lots more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode, episode 31, out on Friday. Bye for now.